Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Kathaar here, and welcome back. I have been playing a ton of Necromancy, but not on this account. On my main, I have been kind of no-lifing this since it came out. But yeah, I finally managed to peel myself away from my main long enough to finally sit down and try this on the desert only. And I'm glad I took the time to play it on the main first instead of just going in cold here, because I've learned a lot about what I will and will not be able to do. But first, let's just go check it out. There are very few times where the player character is just like unrealistically clever. It's so stupid, but also so clever. And the fact that no one has considered it up until this point is just funny, and the fact that it actually just works that way without any drawbacks that I know of, is even funnier. So I accidentally just skipped over it, but Malignus Mortifer here, he talks about how like ritual sites, plural, come in all different like shapes and sizes and stuff. And it kind of just makes me want to double down on something I've been thinking about, and it would be great to build a ritual site in your player-owned house. Obviously it'd be smaller because this layout here is larger than a single room in the house, and obviously they're not going to be able to. Well, I don't know. Maybe the aquarium, when you actually dive into the aquarium, that room is bigger than any other room in the house, so maybe that would work. But either way, I'd love to be able to have a ritual site in the player-owned house, just so you could do it without all the other people around and all of their particle effects and their nuisances. I mean, sure, that'll all kind of die down as the skill starts to die down a little bit, but I don't know. There's very rarely an opportunity for something to be added to a player-owned house that would have meaning or use, and I feel like a ritual site would be one of them, especially if it came with its own kind of like perks to it that would make you want to consider using it over the one here. Okay, yeah, that's a lot. So that's quest complete. We're now out of the tutorial, and now I can do just whatever I want. In matter of fact, I gotta figure out what that's gonna be. Okay, I fixed my ability bar. It's looking pretty basic here. I mean, I guess I could just put that on there too. Why not? Yeah. So, first things first, let's get some necromancy here, and then we're probably just going to do a little bit of troll killing till about level 20. That's what I did the first two times I've played this tutorial, once with the playtest of Magicks and then once on the main account. 20 seems like a good spot to go. Or it seems like a good spot to get to with the trolls. We'll get this lodestone so I don't ever have to break rules again to get here. And, yeah, not much else to really consider. We do have some limitations on what we can do. For example, I cannot take this gear all the way up to 90. Actually, I don't even think I can take it to 40. Once you hit whatever point that you need the Necromancer's Flippers, I'm stuck, because that requires leaving the desert to get. I think I'm good up until that point, though. Alright, so we're actually just going to be using War Priest, the Tuska's War Priest, because it's so much stronger than the Tier 10 gear. In terms of both defense, I think the only thing that I'm not getting out of it is, like, damage reduction stuff. Wait, where are the boots? Oh, I missed them. But the increased crit chance, the higher armor bonus per pieces, we're looking at 260 armor bonus versus 46. It's just better. It's probably going to stay better. My main focus is going to be upgrading the weapons, because the armor caps out for me at, I think, tier 40, because I have to leave the desert to get anything beyond that. And it's not worth it. I only wanted to leave the desert once, and that's just to get here. I don't want to have to keep leaving the desert to upgrade the gear. So if necromancy is essentially, hobbled because of that, oh well, that's fine. It's totally fine. The great thing coming from Necromancy will be things like this skeleton, who, whether it's a bug or not, just doesn't miss, no matter what your accuracy rating actually is. So that's just going to be super handy for consistency's sake. Oh, thank goodness, a new ability. We'll just slap that on there. You know, so this is actually the first other cape you could get on the account since the Tuska's mantle that I got years ago. 9 Necromancy. Yeah, I can't think of any other cape that we've gotten. I'm pretty sure it's just this. I mean, there's been cosmetic capes and stuff like, yeah, sure, like the clan cloak and whatnot, but in terms of an actual functional cape, I think this is literally the first one since then. And the only other one I can think of that will be earnable is 99 Constitution, or I guess technically 99 Necromancy cape you get from here, so I could have both of those. If I ever was, you know, so inclined to get 99 Necromancy. I don't know if I will be, considering what I'm going to be stuck using. I don't know if I could try and kill Raziel with level 75 hybrid armor and level 40 weapons, trying to get like the Omni Guard or the lantern he drops to skip from 40 to 95. Maybe, but no. Like, let's be real. No, there's no way. Because you have to fight him with Necromancy, and God, is that possible? Hermod maybe, but Hermod doesn't drop anything. He gives you Hermotic plates, but you need the tier 60 gear to turn into tier 70 with the plates, and that's still a piece of gear I'm not going to be able to get. So, yeah, the only way I'd get anything past level 95 Necromancy in terms of, like, a weapon is if they add something that I can gain access to that allows me to bypass this requirement. Like, if they add a level whatever... Oh, 1900 total level. Nice. But if they add something to the desert, like, for example, if the Magister, for whatever reason, starts dropping Necromancy gear, cool, then technically I could get it from there, but it's most likely going to be Raziel. And, yeah, I don't know. I'd have to be pretty damn good at the game.
I like how these ghostly trolls, their weakness is water spells. Not necromancy, water spells.
Okay, and there is 20 Necromancy. Why stop at 20, you say? Well, 2 things. 1, I can open up this weird residue and get a bunch of free stuff for it. Actually, there's some pretty cool stuff in here. I kind of forgot. Like, I completely forgot this thing existed until I was, like, 80 Necromancy on my main account, so it was pretty useless. But at 20, this is kind of nice. Anyway, no, the other reason is so that we can upgrade our gear. And I just kind of felt... This is how far I got in the playtest. I just sat here, killed these guys till 20, and then the devs were like, hey, do you want us to set you to another level? And, you know, at that point, I just completely stopped thinking about how to play the skill properly. And just went, yeah, sure, set me to 70. I want to go kill Calphite Queen. So, yeah, I just... Brain is wired to just do 70, or do 20 at these guys, for no reason. And so that's what we did, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. But we'll probably come back. I do want to test Necromancy on some of my more traditional training methods, but I don't think I want to test them at 20. Because if I remember correctly, back when I had like 20 base combats years ago, I was killing the Al-Kharid guards, the palace guards, and I feel like these trolls are just better than that. So we won't be doing that. They drop a lot of bones, which is great, but they also drop seeds, which is really great. So, all right, pretty cut and dry. What we're going to do is get ourselves 40 souls here, or 50, excuse me, and spend our talent point on the Command Skeleton Warrior, because it's frankly amazing to have, and yeah, I don't really need to explain further. The tier after that's 400 Vessel Souls, which is kind of a pain in the ass. The way I did this on my main was I actually trained combat until 60 Necromancy and then doubled back and got the 400 Vessel Souls with a better ritual. But that's not really an option here. I, honest to God, think I'm going to be stuck just doing, like, normal bones and big bones with the lesser communion rituals because my bone sources are limited and my combat training options are limited. So we'll see. We'll see. 21 necromancy. 22 necromancy. Ooh, you know, it's really unfortunate. If it wasn't for this one task here requiring Blood Pact and requiring me to go to the Lumbridge Catacombs specifically to fight a skeleton there, I could do the entire easy task for the city of and get a, you know, a nice little pocket item that will give me like a little bit of stat bonuses in every combat style. Just, you know, just a little buff. But nope, no fun allowed. It has to specifically be the Lumbridge Catacombs for no goddamn reason. Why can't it just be any skeleton? Oh my goodness, the lag. Oh, right. I forgot something else we can do is we can start Killy Row, which will allow me to upgrade my weapons and armor from tier 10 to tier 20. And then 20 to 30, 30 to 40, yada, 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 yada. All the way up until 90. Well, at least for most people. But, yes, it's going to be our first few and only upgrades for Necromancy. Will be through her and her quests. So we should start them as soon as possible. Okay, she wants us to perform a lesser in soul ritual on her tools, which should be easy enough. I believe I have everything I need to do that without any issues. But you never know. Oh yeah, this is gonna get fun. Gotta make some lesser necroplasm out of the basic necroplasm and then turn that into some ink. Something like that. I don't know. We're gonna burn this bridge. I bought the materials I need on my main, but that is obviously not an option here. I think I did this for about 10 minutes before I said, screw it, it wasn't worth it. But I need that gear upgrade, so now it's worth it. And there's 23 necromancy. Lesser ritualist? Oh, I guess you had to do that. All right, great. I just need this. I'll actually take the rest of that.
Everyone will die, and it will be your fault.
Wow, man, that is capital R fucking rude. All right, 20 lesser necroplasm, a vial of water, and ashes gets me ink. So let's just go do that. Ah, damn it! I thought that was normal ash. You know, it might actually be worth it to make Terramin incense sticks just to auto pick up the ashes when I do this in the future. Not for this trial run, but in the future. I'm gonna have to run around and gather a bunch of logs, and then gather all the materials to make Terramin incense sticks, and then just grind out ashes. God damn it, because that would probably be faster than killing mummies. Okay, 28 ashes, easy as pie. Let's make some ink. Oh man, there's all my vials of water. Ooh, and you do not get them back. I'm gonna have to start really, like, farming up certain materials that I don't normally farm up to do this. And one of the vials of water was not exactly on my list of things I needed. There's nothing, they didn't add a shop that sells vials of water to the city, did they? I don't think they did. If they did, that'd be great. But if they didn't, oh well, I guess. All right, well, I can only make 2 more inks. 15 inks. That's fine. That's more than plenty for what I'm doing here. Thankfully, I mean, I'm not going to be doing too many high-level rituals, I don't think. Just because of my limitations here, what I can and can't do with the skill. It's going to be it's going to be very much a case of we'll just have to wait and see with some of this stuff. 24 necromancy. 25 necromancy. 26. Okay, sweet, that is 50 souls, so we're gonna go ahead and get the Command Skeletal Warrior, which means he is now safe to actually put on the bar without breaking the Revolution bar. If you know, you know. If you don't, you'll find out. Anyway, if you don't, it's because this video came out after they patched that. Alright, now we just need to take the urn to Killy, and I think that's the last thing she wants. She might actually make me come back and make lesser ensouled bars, but I don't think she actually does that until tier 3. Okay. Quest completed. So actually, I do technically have to do that. You don't get the upgrade for free. I need this stuff, which I happen to have the bars for, and happen to have the materials to make more bars for. Do I need 2? Is it 2 or 4? Let me double check, but I'm going to get the materials needed, and then I have to go and pop these in the ritual oven and turn them into ensouled bars instead of unensouled bars, and then I can upgrade my weapons. It's actually only 1 bar each, so we'll go ahead and just make the 2 that I have here. And I have the materials to make more of these, so it's totally fine, honestly. All right, let's go get that upgrade. Actually, no. Let's think smarter, not harder. We will go ahead and make the materials needed for the tier 30 upgrade. And I believe tier 40 is where we can get hard stopped. So yeah, I'll just make all the bars I need, and then move on. So we'll need another 2 plus another 4. Yes. So we'll need 6 more. 27. Hey, 28 Necromancy and Death Skulls. Alrighty, first upgrades for the new skill. Technically. Yeah, that's the first new upgrade. Alrighty. Slightly better. I like the blue skull. It reminds me of Raziel's skull from Legacy Arcade. I don't know if it's like on purpose or just coincidental. On top of the fact that the boss's name is also Raziel or something. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, okay, so next up is tier 30, and I can't get that until I'm actually 30 Necromancy, so in the meantime, we're going to do Rune Mythos to unlock Necromantic Rune Crafting. Hooray! Required items, nothing! Free Rune Crafting and Necromancy experience, and... Oh, right, the Lesser Bone Incantation. That's actually really important.
29 Necromancy.
Alrighty. That's Rune Mythos done, so that's, you know, free 1500 Necromancy experience. I can now just teleport straight here with 5 Spirit Runes. Incantations are now a thing I can do. Let's go ahead and get these experience lamps. Does that take me to 30? It does, which means I can go upgrade my gear again. How convenient. Okay, easy enough. She wants 25 Troll Souls or 3 Lesser Communions. I'll just kill the Trolls. Alright, so let's go ahead and upgrade again. Alright. Looking snazzy with some level 30 weapons that are just still absolute ass. Okay, so I have a choice now. To get to 40 Necromancy, I can either do Rituals, which might be the faster method, or I can try and do some combat, which might also be the faster method, but it's a matter of what do I fight that doesn't absolutely beat my cheeks. I'm gonna go do some experimenting. I want to see if I can kill fire giants with this stuff. I could be severely overestimating what Necromancy can do at this low level. I'm already kind of drawing a blank on what I did on my main account when I was around level 30. So I think I did the Abyss, and I think I just sat there and missed and let the skeleton do all the work. But my main also has better armor, or also had better armor and better stats, so it might be a bad idea. But we're gonna find out. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. Fine. I want to try fire giants because I don't want to miss out on potential rare drop table rolls, because we're still on the hunt for tieflings after all. And if it works, then great. That means I could train this skill to 80, I guess. Maybe 60. I might just try do 60 on fire giants, and then try like greater rituals to get more abilities unlocked. But honestly, no idea if this is gonna work or not. I might have to try an entirely new creature. What was that? Is that always there? I guess that was always there. I might have to try an entirely new creature. I might have to go back to like the bandit looters over by the pyramid, which is also fine. I'll just have to bring water skins with me and whatnot. But they drop a lot of cool stuff, a lot of runes. They do not drop a rare drop table. Or maybe one of the Slayer creatures down here. Who knows? We're about to find out. My skeleton seems to be stuck. Okay, well, my accuracy is bad. The skeleton doesn't miss. Problem is the skeleton won't fucking hit him, so... Hold on. I guess I'll just wait out his timer. And... Oh, people are killing the fire elementals for ashes, I think. Try, will he attack it now? Where's my boy? There he is. All right, there we go. See, damage is going through. It's actually going through relatively quickly. I just have to... It's just like what I did on my main account, and that is I have to just completely and utterly rely on my skeleton to do all of the damage for me. All right, but this is doable. It's going to be kind of slow at first. It'll speed up with time. Let's do it. And as soon as I hit 25% or 26% maybe, I will start hitting myself too. Oh, I'm dumb. Fire elementals have a 100% drop chance for ashes, and they're only level 44. They're much safer than the mummies, but they're kind of not. They're kind of really spread out, and it does look like the pyrofiends also have a pretty common chance to drop them. So. Like, I mean, I guess between the two of those things, you would be fine. Like, yeah, they're really, like, there's two of them over here. Like, okay, that's kind of nice, but... I guess there's, like, 3 right here that are within a decent distance of each other, but... I don't know, like, I've seen one person here who is actually camping these things. But unless you've got some weird restrictions like I do, why not just go to the Abyss? It really didn't take long to find a spot. And there's 32 necromancy. This is why the skeleton's awesome. Just watch this. Look at all the damage. And I can do that to anything in the game. I do honestly wonder if maybe the plan... So you could camp both phases of Calphite Queen, like with necromancy, because she doesn't have protect from necromancy prayers. So she's not... She'll just take damage for both phases. But... since I have the Karis, I don't feel like that's really necessary for first phase. However, if I brought melee for first phase with the Karis and like the Bay Knight main hand or offhand, or like just the Orichalcite offhand I'm currently using, and then brought necromancy for the second phase, I wonder if that would be faster or more efficient than ranged, because my problem has always been an accuracy issue with ranged. But if I'm never missing, then I wonder. I just kind of wonder if that would lead to faster, more consistent kills that use less materials or use less resources on my end, because that means I can start doing Reaper tasks consistently if I can consistently get Calphite Queen tasks, and I could start farming for drops. I mean, really the only thing I can get from her that's worthwhile is the pet and the dragon chain body, and the chain body just isn't really worth it. Especially if they go through and change the other 3 combat styles tank armors to work like necromancy tank armor, because holy crap, that shit's good. Bay Knight armor, if it gets updated to work like tier 80 necromancy armor, is going to be awesome. Gonna be a huge buff for this account. And then, just that on top of necromancy not having accuracy issues. If they apply the accuracy changes to necromancy to the rest of the combats, I'll be dancing. It's gonna be great. Like, Telos goes from something that I'm still not sure if I'll ever be able to successfully kill to I can definitely do it. It's just a matter of making sure I don't die in the process. Because the biggest thing is accuracy. He's got that whole attack where you want to stun him and stuff like that. What if I miss the damn stun? Well, then I'm hosed. I take a big hit and there's nothing I can do about it. Or well, no, that's really about it. But there's like things where just accuracy becomes a big problem. And if accuracy is not an issue and your attacks will hit, they just won't hit as hard so long as you have at least 25% accuracy rating against what you're fighting, then it really just becomes a trial of just getting less RNG and more just getting comfortable with Tellus's mechanics and being able to survive the extended duration version of the fight that I would be fighting due to my limited resources and getting the kill in the end. Honestly, all great things to consider. I'm really, really, really excited for what Necromancy means for the rest of combat. I just really hope it doesn't take a year for them to make those changes. Because so far, I think it's pretty much unanimously accepted by the player base that the accuracy changes and the tank armor changes are good. And that they should be applied to the rest of the game as soon as possible. Everything else, like the way abilities work, how there really isn't like threshold abilities anymore, changes to stat boosting potions and stuff like that. All of that is hit or miss. We'll see. And it looks like Jagex is kind of pulling the same thing. It looks like they're just, it's a wait and see to see what works and what doesn't, what should be changed in Necromancy before it's applied to the rest of the combats. But when it comes to accuracy and tank armor, I think we're good. I don't really see any drawbacks. Obviously, it's technically a bit of power creep because tank armor is now just better, and people's DPS is now just better if they don't already have. Anybody who wasn't already hitting 100% accuracy is now just doing more damage than they used to. But is that really a bad thing? All that really does is kind of bridge the gap between low tier and high tier. So I don't see that as a negative. It does exactly what it's supposed to do on the tin, and that's make it easier for more players to get into high-end combat. Ooh, hey, a talent point. Yeah. But honestly, let me know what you think in the comments. I want your opinions on this. Just curious where everyone else is at, because this is how I feel about it. I'm fighting and killing level 85 creatures with level 33 necromancy. But it is costing me resources. I do have to eat. I am wearing much better armor than most other people would. This armor is tier, I think it says now, right? It's tier 60. It's got the same defense as tier 60 tank armor without any of the health bonuses or damage reduction bonuses. So it's not like I'm standing here in level 30 necromancy robes. I would be getting eaten alive if that was the case. I would not be able to do this. But still, what are your thoughts? I'm curious. Anyway, enough rambling from me. I'll see you when the next level happens. Oh, I'm an idiot. The level just happened. There is 34 necromancy. When do I unlock something interesting? Not until 36? 36? 38? 36, and then you get one of the most busted AoE abilities I've ever seen in my life. I love this ability so much, I can't wait to use it. It's mildly concerning. I've been leveling up, but my accuracy has not been increasing. Or my hit chance has not been increasing. Granted, levels are just a small part of this. My weapons are obviously like the biggest hindrance right now. But I was expecting to see like at least a 1% increase at this point. Okay, but using the Hand of Doom prayer gives me a 2% increase. Interesting. 35. There we go, 36 necromancy. Unfortunately, okay, Blood Siphon's great. Here, it's not really gonna work much. I mean, I don't know. That might not necessarily be true. We'll give it a shot. Oh no, this is a terrible idea because it misses. Oh, this is such a bad idea. Yeah, what did I do? Oh god, terrible idea. You know what? Kill this guy. He can actually be hit. He'd be hit by both of us. Kill him first. Okay, well that little stunt wiped out the rest of my food and my health, so, back to the bank. Oh, I see someone else had the same idea. Okay, now my hit chance is starting to go up. I haven't quite hit 25 yet. Once we do, this will get a lot faster, but it's fine. This is still more entertaining for me and arguably more justifiable for me than doing rituals right now. Once I hit that point where I need 400 rituals to get the Conjure Spirit, or 400 spirits, Souls? Jesus, God. Okay, starting over. Once I hit that point where I need 400 souls to get the Conjure Spirit and no other reason to really avoid it, we'll reconsider that, but for now, this makes sense. And there's 37 Necromancy.
38 Necromancy. 39 Necromancy. You know what's funny? My accuracy has not gone up at all, but since I started, my skeleton's damage output has like doubled. He was hitting like 150s, now he's hitting 300s. So things are obviously changing. And if I go ahead and turn on Hand of Doom, my accuracy does go up to 24%. But my accuracy will not go up with my levels. Oh, could you turn off? Thank you. Or more accurately, I think what it is my accuracy won't go up until I leave and come back. And, you know, maybe it's just something about this location being kind of funky because, as we saw before, the skeleton was getting stuck in the hallway and just blocked by invisible barriers. So it could be something related to that. I have to reload the area for my accuracy to update. We'll test it out in a bit. I'm running low on food.
And there is 40 Necromancy. Awesome. I can now get to 2 Conjures if I ever get that high. Well, no, I will be getting that high. As soon as I get the 400 souls necessary to hit that tier and spend the points on them. But let's go look at some upgrades first, yeah? So I need to get 50 undead souls. I could just kill trolls for that if I want to. Or the 5 lesser communions. I actually think that would just be faster. I think I'd just do the communions at this point. And a meat pie. Meat pie's easy. Alright, 41 necromancy, and that is the rituals done. I just gotta grab a meat pie out of the bank, and we're good to go. Okay, upgrade unlocked. Let's go ahead and apply it. And hopefully this means that the fire giants are now, like, hittable? Because, I mean, I love the skeleton, but being able to hit him myself would also be great. Alright, ooh, lantern's starting to look a little bit like a lantern now. And then glove. Yeah, let's go check out what our accuracy rating is at those fire giants. Hey, 28% accuracy, and I'm finally hitting them now. This just got way easier. It only just dawned on me, my musings about trying to, like, maybe kill the first necromancer with tier 40 gear. It's only just dawned on me that I can't, because the quests needed to fight him require you to leave the desert several times, so I won't be doing it. Actually, I'm not 100% sure what quests are left that I can still do. I don't think there are any. I might not actually even be able to fight Hermod. Not like he gives me anything I need. The Hermotic plates don't matter unless you're making tier 70 plus gear, and I can't even get past 40. So, unfortunately, no interactions with this account with the new bosses. But, hey, that's not what we're here for. We're here for Telos. Okay, this works really well. I dropped these guys pretty quickly. The only thing that sucks is that I'm still using food. And I'm using it pretty consistently. There is one way to fix that, and that involves going and getting 400 souls. So I think I'm just gonna do that. I'll do some training with the communion rituals. And try my best to just creep along to 400 souls with the bones that I have. It should be possible. It should be just fine. As long as I don't waste multiply runes on low level, or multiply glyphs and the materials to make multiply glyphs on low level offerings. I save them pretty much exclusively for mementos, maybe for the wyvern bones you occasionally get from disturbances, and also hitting all the disturbances I can to keep getting wyvern bones and mementos. And I think I can manage 400. I already have about 117, so yeah, I think we'll go do that. I just got here. 42 necromancy. 43 necromancy. This sucks, by the way. I'm pretty much stuck just using normal bones. That is 44 necromancy.
No.
Yes.
And there is 45 necromancy. And you know what? This shit's taking so damn long. 276 souls. Raziel, I didn't ask for your opinion. 276 souls because, well, I'm pretty much just stuck using big bones, and I actually, I think I'm about to run out of big bones. I do occasionally pick up more mementos and stuff like that, and I do pull them out and drop them in here and then change to use those, but I don't know, I have like 70-something big bones, so big bones are going to be the way all the way to the end here, but they're 2 souls each. I don't really have the ink or the patience to make the ink or the materials to make the ink to do multiply to get more souls, so it's just going to be this super slow-ass process, and that's fine. Whatever. I'm already almost 3/4 of the way there. But that is something for another time. I've already been at this for quite a while, surprisingly, and I don't really want this episode to drag on any longer. And it honestly, if I didn't end it here, I was just going to end it once I got 400 souls and unlocked the Spirit Conjure, so it's fine. Anyway, that's all from me. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please like, consider subscribing if you haven't already, and definitely join the Discord for more. As always, a massive thank you to my patrons. You guys are so necromantic. It's awful. Why did I say that? I'm so sorry. Please don't leave. Wait, no, come back. Anyway, that's enough for me. Thank you all again, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.